What is up, everyone? Good morning. Can you hear me? Let me know. Good morning. Good morning. Let's go. How's everyone doing today? We're using the YouTube chat. All right. Where's everyone joining me from? Where's everyone joining me from today? Bunch of global traders. It's badass. Got a smile on my face, but I shouldn't, right? I don't know if y'all would have a smile on your face if you're in my position at the moment. But for those of my students who are in trader therapy on Friday, look what happened. Right, on GRI. This is, y'all want to see something funny? So I'm running a small account challenge. Been doing it for a few months. And check this trade out. Wait till you see this trade. You're going to laugh. One second. Where'd you go? Let me get yeah, it's supposed to show the trading records. Why isn't it showing it? Oh, I know why. There we go. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Okay, here you go. We'll check it out here. GRI is our top percent gainer this morning. It is up a boatload, right, from the 40s. This has been a big theme. It's a theme from last week. It was the most prevalent theme from last week, in my opinion, which was 40-cent stocks going from 40 cents to $1 to $2 to $3 last week. Massive moves for the mid-range sub-dollar stocks. For those who are new to this, and for those who are new to my channel and what I do, I don't chase a bunch of bullshit around. Okay, when you get to your gappers in the morning and they're up 100, 200, 300% on the morning, and you're chasing them through highs, like GRI, that's not the game I play. The game I play is how to position myself, and I try to teach people how to position themselves in the next GRI. Okay, GRI at this point becomes very dangerous to the long side and short side, at the end of the day, right? It's up a lot, but it's also $1.60s. Could definitely squeeze. We were seeing it last week. It's going to halt no matter what happens out the gate, right? This moves 10, 15 cents. It's going to be halty all morning until it finds some stable consolidation somewhere. It's just going to halt, okay? I was long last week on this, right? I didn't expect it to gap up this morning, and I'm super happy it did because it shows me that this theme is still potentially here, okay? This theme is potentially still here. It's really important to understand that, right? Are there trades left on GRI? First, let's check out overall market sets process, by the way. Here's SPY. You can see SPY. It's still very strong. You're going to run it into the election, it seems, right? Let's go GRI. So what I wanted to show you was this. Last week. This is what's very, very important. And let me move this chat so I can see it better. I always kind of lose track of y'all. If you're one of my wolves, we are not using the Discord chat this morning. Okay, we are in the YouTube chat. The YouTube chat. Well, there were a few themes last week, but the main overall arching theme that I liked in small cap was the 30, 40, 50 cent stock going to 150 to 250. Okay. NUZE, look at this. 40 cents, $3.50. Today is a potential day 3 surge. 177. They're gapping up. This is on watch for potential third day surge today. Okay, it's holding $1.50 decently. That would ultimately be kind of the risk idea for me on something like NUZE, right? 130s, potentially. Target ideas, keep it simple. 230s, 250s, 3 maybe. My personal target would be something in the 2s though, on something that's already extended like this. But you can, I mean, we've seen these on day 3, guys. When you get these big drops in volume, break out, right? Or at least try to. So potential idea there on NUZE this morning for sure. I'll be watching that one. I know some of you are already long. Good luck on that. So in other words, and here's the other thing. This is what I want you guys to see. So hopefully it'll make sense to you what I try to do, right? As opposed to what other people try to teach, which is, hey, when it goes through high day, you buy it. It's like the dumbest thing ever, right? I get it. I've been there. It sucks. When I see something like NUZE, what I've always tried to do, and I've done well throughout my career, is position myself, okay? So last week I took this trade on CTCX, right? CTCX, this was the day before NUZE because we had another one push on Monday as well, okay? Does anyone remember what Monday's push was? What Monday's big? TVGN. I forget. We got so much stuff running, y'all. It's so crazy. CTCX, I took from the 75-cent range to $1, $1.10, $1.20. Okay, here's another example of a stock from last week that on volume went from 40 cents to $1.30 last week, intraday. Okay. So with all that being said, I nailed CTCX. I missed NUZE, unfortunately, but I did buy GRI. Okay, and I bought it here. Let me show you. I can actually show you the actual entries. So let's go to 30-minute chart. I'll show you. Look at that. Look at this unfortunate timing. And this is trading, y'all. This is trading. This is trading. And Power Vibes wants to know why going live if I'm not trading. First of all, it's pre-market, and throughout my career, I rarely trade pre-market. I came out here to help people like you who don't know what you're doing. In terms of long, small, mid cap, right? Once a week, I come for free, and I come drop actually a ridiculous amount of free knowledge. All right? Go to a different channel. I don't care. Some people want to learn how to trade. Some people want to be spoon-fed trades. I do both on this. I spoon feed you the trades that I'm going to trade during the week. But more so than that, I actually give you substance and try to help you. That's all. I've gotten that question quite a few times. All right. So smash the like. That's what it's all about for me. This isn't, a lot of people come and they trade on YouTube to entertain you. That's all they're doing. Understand that. They're here to entertain you. You will not learn much about actual trading. Right? That's all. They won't show you shit. They're going to entertain you, which is fine. If you're here to be entertained, be entertained. With me, trading is a money thing. And it's very, very serious. It's not entertainment. Okay? Go look at everyone's disclaimers. They're like, by the way, this is just entertainment. Don't listen to me. People listen to them. Here's my entry. Okay? Look at this. Here's my entry on Thursday. On Thursday on GRI. And here's me getting shaken out on Friday morning on GRI. Okay. I had 9,660 shares, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,655 shares. Sorry. And I took it off for $100 loss. Okay. Took it off for a $100 loss. With a 47-cent average. And this morning, sure enough, the theme continues, and GRI was the one, and I was just a little bit too early, which happens at times, right? Which happens at times. Sucks, man. But, I would have woken up and been up $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 this morning from that swing. But instead I got stopped out, right? And it's funny because we were doing trader therapy, which I do every Friday with my people, which is with my students in the Discord, which is where we get together and we talk trading psychology for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, however long it takes. And I do one-on-one, I answer questions one-on-one, right? When people are having their psychological issues, and we're in the middle of it. And if you know, for those of you who are students, obviously go back and watch Friday's trader therapy on the site, because you'll get to see me deal with the FOMO of this. And maybe I was supposed to rebuy it, but I couldn't, because it was my small account. It's a cash account, and I was out of buying power, right? And I was out of buying power because of this trade that I had been waiting to materialize during the week that didn't materialize until this morning, unfortunately. So all good. At the height of this, you know, I'd be up $15,000 or whatever this morning if I were selling earlier, but I'm not. And the difference is, I had a lot of people in chat like, oh, he's going to be pissed. I'm actually not pissed. Okay. I'm not happy about it. This doesn't make me happy to miss out on on a small account changing trade, which this is. Okay. This would have taken my account from 5 to, whatever, close to PDD, right, my friends? That's the beauty of this market right now, by the way. It's the absolute beauty of this market. And so instead of taking it as like, oh, crap, I was right again, but I was too early. Here's a great example of being right. Placing myself in a great position to have a very low risk, very high reward trade, right? So it's okay. It is what it is, and we move on. Let's get into the scans and plans for this week now, okay? This being in mind, if I see any 40, 50 cent stocks on the scan, by the way, smash the like for my near miss. Smash the like for the bit of pain that I am suppressing at the moment. I feel FOMO just like you guys. Don't let anyone tell anyone on that. I promise. I've been doing this a decade. I've been doing this successfully for a decade with my own real money, millions of dollars. I have students who have made over 10 million. Multiple students who have made over 10 million each, and pressing harder, and a lot more millionaire 6-figure students. And I can tell you, all of them experience FOMO. All of them experience almost everything that you guys experience as traders and you gals experience as traders. It's how you deal with it, right? It's how you deal with it. I can tell you early on, if I had a trade like this where I was so close, it would throw me so off kilter. It's not even funny. I would be really, really, really upset this morning with my life, thinking about all the money that this small account was supposed to have in it. Does that make sense? Let me know in chat, please. Let me know in chat. Let me know in chat if this would really fuck you guys up. If this happened to you this morning on your 5,000 or 3,000 or 2,000 in your small account. If it was about to, double or triple this morning and you cut it on Friday, who would be messed up on that? And it's not that I'm happy. Like I said, it's not that I'm happy about it, but it just is the reality that I was in the exact right spot. And so what I've done for a very long time is use this to say, great, you are on the right track. You are literally long, right? The biggest percent gainer by far this morning, 2 days before it became that. And that's what I try to teach. That's why I come on here. Right? I try to show you that there's other ways. You don't go on here and just chase that. Someone's long that, was long that, knew, had a better plan than you, and a better thesis and more edge. Your edge buying it up here at 170 on something like GRI right now this morning is far less than the one that I had last week from the 40s and 50s. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. It's a sympathy setup, okay? So it's not an exact setup here on GRI. This is a category I call sympathy plays that I've used for a very, very, very long time. When there's a massive runner, y'all, I promise you, and I believe a lot of it is algorithmic right now in small cap with these tickers and how they push them. And when the volume does come in on them, that they've been set up, by institutional investors and stuff like that. And especially the way that volume pours into them and then woof, it's gone. That is a big player driving liquidity. Period. That's what that is. And it's been that for a long time, right? How else do you explain NUZE doing 300 million shares on Thursday, and then their drop was not as bad? They dropped down to 35 million on Friday. Oh, gosh. Oh, thank God my wife's here. Correct, my friend. Accumulation, distribution, some basic stuff when big players get involved. Okay. I don't care too much about that, those phases of this stuff and whatnot, but I do care when volume comes in, right? And my goal, when I see something like NUZE go from 40 cents to 3.50, if your scan the next day is not all sub dollar 30 cents to 60 cent stocks, that's what I start looking for. Okay. In fact, that's how I found GRI. It popped on my scan. Let's go to my scan really fast so I can show you exactly how I found GRI. Anyway, you guys want to do that? Smash the like. Smash the like. Scans. Right, here's my scanner. All I did, I have this percent change, 5 minutes. Thank you so much. Good morning, loves. Morning. Baby girl's up. My wife brought me coffee. Excuse me. When NUZ popped off, right? I went to my scan. I go to percent change 5 minute. Okay. That's going to bring up whatever ran the most in the last 5 minutes. Okay. GRI popped up. GRI popped up right up here at like 5% up, 10% up on on low volume. Wasn't a ton of volume, but it put it on my scan and it was in the right price range, right? And when a stock goes from 30 or 50 or 60 cents to 3.50, and I'm looking for another play that might do the same thing, I'm not looking at $3.50 stocks. I'm looking at 50-cent stocks, guys and girls. All right? To find the next one, because volume will go somewhere else. And last week, who already understands this in chat and can vouch for this? Because a lot of new people are like, hocus pocus. It's not. In fact, it's factual that this happens. And I'm showing you examples. NUZE, right? 50 cents. Look at this chart even, right? They had a sign, kind of pre-market. They had a pop 30 cents to 60 cents after hours the day before, and then held levels and then popped NUZE. Here's CTCX. Look at CTCX. A little pop pre-market or after hours. So in other words, these 40-cent stocks are showing themselves after hours too. Okay, so there's two ways I've been finding them. After hours from this scan, after hours on percent change 5 minute, and sorry. Let's get to here. Here's the chart, sorry. Here's CTCX, right? There's the little pre-market pop or after hours pop, and then here's the press the next day from 40 cents to $1.30. Here's NUZE. Watch, before they went, here's their after hours pop. And then they went that day. So I ended up grabbing GRI this day, quite a bit of it, right? GRI on this day because they had a little bit of a pre-market pop too like that. Sorry. Right here. This is what threw me, y'all. All right, look at this. So here's the pop 50 cents to 70 cents on GRI, 40 cents, 70 cents, right? That's what got me interested. I started loading it here, y'all, and here. And I was loading it all throughout this day, right? And I was expecting on this pop, especially for it to go start doing that thing, but instead it got sold into, and I was a little bit early. So this is a sympathy play. It actually fit very closely. If you look at even before this spike on that day, the previous day, I was like, ooh, 50s and 60s right here. Obviously, it tried a couple times. So to me, that sign was already there. I was hoping it would do it this day. It didn't. I got shaken out right here. All right. It is what it is. It is trading. This is trading. It is what it is. And then it did that during trader therapy, right? So the signs were there. Yeah, I probably could have I wanted to be long more, in the small account, but I couldn't. And it is what it is. Again, though, this is another one where it had a nice after hours pop on Friday and it would have been a decent long overnight. Okay, look, $1.60, $1.20. Please let me know if that makes sense in chat, y'all. Like, it's not rocket science, it's sympathy plays, and I just keep hitting them till they go away. There'll probably be another one today. Okay? There'll probably be another one today that will pop up at some point. So my goal on these is not to have FOMO and then chase GRI and lose today. When I had edge, and then and it just didn't work out. Sometimes that's trading, but sometimes, and many times, I will wake up and I will be up $8,000 or $10,000 and 100% on my trade at 150%. Right? Because honestly, I didn't cut at risk there. You know, there were some mistakes on that trade. I cut premature to risk. Okay. Because it didn't happen in the time frame in which I wanted the trade to happen. Let's look at what tickers do you guys want to look at this morning? What ticker do you want to look at? Did I alert GRI when I was buying? I did. I alert every trade in my chat so that they can learn from them. Yes. If I'm not trading them live, because I live trade, like right when we're done here, I'll be going to do live trading with my group. Monday through Friday, we do live trading. Friday mornings, we actually let everyone have off, but I'm going to start running some panels on Fridays instead with some of my most successful students, I think, is what the plan's going to be going forward every other Friday. SYTA Steck was another one I tried last week on a first green day bounce. I didn't get it. I was trying for a third day surge on this day, I believe, or this day. 1, 2. I was going for third day surge. This day didn't really materialize. Some of these have taken a little longer. If this base can hold, we might see Steck push forward. Maybe kind of a funky looking chart, but if it can base, it can push. What else? Just on my scan right now, AIFF, yeah, that kind of just started popping up. SYTA. Gap into 260 on some news here. Yeah, I do. I live trade every day. I do. If you there's a link in the description if you want to join us. It's the best long bias trading group in the world, in my opinion, for small cap specifically, which is the best market to trade right now in the world, in my opinion. Liquidity wise, movement wise, predictability wise, the ease, not the ease, but the quality and quantity of setups right now in small cap are unbelievable. They're unbelievable. I have so many students right now absolutely changing their lives, and who's trading. I have students right now from my one-on-ones all last week. I've watched several of them from last week wipe out years of losses in the last 2 months and 3 months. Years. If you're one of those people, let me know in chat. I have some other people who have been literally sliding forever, and this includes markets like 2020, which were hot like this too, right? But they didn't have the right process back then. So it's pretty fantastic to see. What do we have till market open? Dang, 5 minutes till market open, y'all. Questions. I love it, Albert. I love it. Let's go. Clutch, hit the link in the description. Just hit the link in the description. Matt, first year profitable after 10 years. 10 years in chat. That's fucking awesome, dude. And you're crushing it, Maddie. You know? These are people who have been trading like actively and have been through like all the other chats basically that you see out there. I'm not like just tooting my horn. This is like, we're just trying to help people and more people, because I don't market. I don't do advertisements. You know, I'm first a trader and then a teacher and all full-time, you know, dad and busy dude. But I give everything I have to this group, and we're seeing crazy results now. So it's beautiful. It's not to knock on what everyone else does or doesn't do. I just know what we do is not really replicable from an experience standpoint and from a service standpoint. People don't care as much as us. And I think that's what has set me apart over the years as a teacher, is just literally caring more about my students than about money. So that's all. Let's see what we got now. GRI, I'm not going to chase it, and I'm not going to lose on it. I hope it goes to the moon. I do. SYTA, I don't have plans on at the moment. I am watching day one gap and crap reversals, but I feel like with such good multi-day moves, it would be silly to ignore them. Okay, so like, you know, SYTA, for example, is another example of one where I could watch maybe this 180 to 2 area based off the 15-minute chart. There's a little bit of support there. Shorts may cover, right? If you're shorting a parabolic or if you're short at all on this, okay? Maybe there's this little area, a 2 hold or something like that. But you can see beyond that, it's a bit tentative, and you got a 50% drop down to its lows where it's always going to go back to those. So no matter what you guys are trading, and I don't only have a few minutes and I'm just trying to help keep some of you safe. No matter what you're trading, if it came from 1, it's going to go back to 1 at some point. Remember that. So where are you buying it? What is the downside? The downside is always going to be all the way back down to where it came from in my eyes. So if I'm buying SYTA in the 280s, I can expect certainly more than a 50 or 60 or 70% drop on this in the coming weeks. Does that make sense? Maybe tomorrow or the next day. And that's why I say there is, reverse split pumps, bottom bouncers right now. I kind of categorize these 40, 50 cent, 30 cent stocks as bottom bouncers, but not quite. 10 cent, 20 cent, sub 20 is a true bottom bounce pattern to me. These are mid-range bottom bouncers, I call them. But remember that. If it came from 50 cents, it will go back to 50 cents most likely. We're trading small cap. So if it's up at $10, I get a lot of people, what do I do with this? Fucking ignore it. Who cares if it goes to 100? It's more likely to go back to $5 today or $3 tomorrow or $1 this week. Does that make sense? They're going to dump. They're going to do offerings. It is what it is. Day one's all I'm watching for are ideas like this, and I probably won't trade this one necessarily, right? But that's what it's got to look like. And then for me, risk reward on day one moves, on day one gappers, has to be something like this for it to make sense. Single, high a day, pre-market highs, wherever that is. That's where I live, okay? Markets are open. Markets are open. I am going to get to my peeps, all right? I'm going to get to my peeps. We are going to, let's see here. Yeah, let's go. Meet me in the stage, please, my friends. All right, y'all. If you're one of my students, let's get going. We're going to get our live trading going. If you're one of my YouTube people, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Hopefully you learned something. We do this every single Monday morning. I am trying to get more YouTubes out. I've just had a little bit of a bottleneck with the editing because I've been super busy, but we are going to get you guys some YouTubes out quickly here just to explain more of this process stuff to you, okay? Just to explain more of this process stuff to you. If you want to join me, I go live every single day, every single morning with my students, and we do a lot of stuff. Just hit the link down below. Join us in the pack. You won't regret it. We got a free room too. I do free watch lists every day, absolutely free. I try to help those who don't have capital as much as I can because I've been there. All right. Everyone stay safe. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing week. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Smash the like, subscribe. Have a great week, y'all.